Hey! I've explored the unknown part of the island.
And what did you find?
It was all about a mighty artifact, the Claw of Beliar.
The Claw of Beliar? Where is it now? Do you have it on you?
Yes, here it is.
How very interesting. This weapon can be of great use to us, but it is also extremely dangerous. Take good care of yourself, and above all, don't lose it.
I'm back from the Valley of Mines.
High time, too. What did you see?
You were right. The land's been overrun by an entire army of the enemy. Orcs are besieging the castle, and dragons have laid whole areas to waste. It won't be long before they attack Riisis, if I'm not mistaken. Lester said you wanted to see me at once. What the hell has happened here in the meantime?
The enemy has learned who you really are, and that you're planning to get hold of the Eye of Enos. He has recognized the threat. It has forced him to leave his cover and openly attack. The game of hide and seek is over. Yesterday, nobody knew what the enemy's attack would look like. Now it has become only too obvious.
I finally got the proof that Lord Hagen demanded of me.
What proof is that?
I received a letter from Garand, the commander of the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. In it, he asks for reinforcements.
That should be enough to convince that militant warhorse. Well done.
I was attacked by magicians in black robes.
The enemy has many faces. The Seekers are one of them. They're really the ones who prepare the ground for the enemy. They have taken up their positions in strategic places and are now only waiting for an opportunity to spring the trap. Stay out of their way. They are very powerful magical beings, and they will try to deter you at any cost.
What will be the next step now?
Go and bring Lord Hagen the letter from Garand, so that he may grant you access to the Eye of Enos. Then go to the monastery and talk to Pyrokar. He must give you the eye. Nothing is more important than getting this artifact away to safety. Go now before it's too late. The enemy will also try to lay his hands on it.
One of the farmers outside of town sent me.
What? The farmers know the hideout?
They have noticed the missing sheep.
Damn. Well, then I'll have to move. If they find the hideout empty, maybe they won't keep looking for them.
Any new developments in the last few days?
Just go down the path to the city. If you run into a fellow with a black robe, then you'll know what's new.
Have the Black Robes come to see you yet?
Yeah, they've been here for a few days. If you ask me, they come straight from hell.
How are your sheep?
As if that would interest you at all. You have other problems.
My problems? What would you know about that?
You filthy mercenaries only think of one thing. How do I get other people's money into my pocket?
What's your problem?
I blame that moonshine rotgut. Vino palmed off on me a few weeks ago. I can hardly remember anything at all, man. I only know that my walking stick has been missing since then.
And that's what you're raising such a ruckus for?
That's easy for you to say. It doesn't belong to you.
Well, don't get all worked up.
Beat it.
How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road and on my farm. I'm falling apart here.
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
Why don't you do anything about those Black Robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one of the townspeople alive. Just like that. Why should I risk my life?
And how's it going for you?
Those black-hooded bastards are everywhere. Someone ought to stuff their hoods down their throats.
Hey! Hey! I think this walking stick belongs to you.
That's terrific.
Just a moment. First, you pay for it.
But I don't have much.
Then think of something else.
Okay, how about this? Yesterday I saw some bandits run past with a few bags of gold. If I tell you where they keep their booty, can I have my walking stick back?
All right.
Okay. You just go west to that piece of woods over there. You'll find a ravine there. You should find something in the cave there.
less monster around.
There's another of those gummy beasts.
One less monster around.
Good thing you're here. You need to help me.
What is this about?
A lot of things have changed since I left here. I have to get back on my feet somehow.
What's the problem?
I have to get into the upper quarters, but I'm not a citizen of the town, and I don't have enough money to bribe the guards. That's where you come in.
So you want me to lend you some gold?
Nonsense. I've got some gold. A whole lot of gold, even. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me. You need to go fetch my gold for me.
Okay, I'll help you.
Well, listen. Back when the barrier was still in place, I hid a small treasure. It's been quite a while. That's why I forgot to take it with me. And I can't leave here at all at the moment. To cut a long story short, you must go to the Valley of Mines for me and fetch my gold.
Where's the gold hidden?
Directly at the trading square, above the abandoned mine. It's in a leather satchel. Spare yourself that comment. I know myself that we must have walked right past it. Just bring me the bag. But don't forget to check that it's the right one, so you don't walk all that way for nothing.
How can I recognize it?
It's full of gold. A whole lot of gold.
Where did you get all that gold?
Am I the only one, then, who put some gold aside for himself in the Valley of Mines? Filching a few nuggets was a piece of cake, just in case we ever got out of there. Everybody was so keen on that ore that no one even cared for gold at the time.
I'll try to find your gold.
Just do it. That's enough for me.
I found your gold.
Great. Show me. Very good. Gerbrant had better watch out now. Listen, I still need to take care of the guards. I want you to take this letter to Gerbrant. He is one of the fat merchants in the upper quarter. Give him my regards. I'll meet you in front of Gerbrant's house then.
Really? How interesting.
Why won't they listen to me?
Honestly, it's different stuff.
Where have you been gadding about for so long? I need more skins. Did you bring any?
I've got a few skins for you.
Enough trouble as it is.
A sheepskin? You didn't go slaughter some farmer's sheep in the pasture, did you?
I wouldn't dream of doing that.
Wolfskin, that's good. A warg skin? Those beasts are tough. Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. What the hell is this skin?
I ripped a troll off for that one.
That is worth a small fortune. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
That all along.
I won't tell her anything.
It can't go on like this forever.
That's what I've always said.
Diego says hello,
What? Who? What Diego?
and he wants me to give you this letter.
That can't be. No. I'm a goner. Is he in town then?
Who?
Diego, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna meet him here shortly.
Oh, this is the end then. All is lost. I've got no time. I need to get out of here. Quick. If he finds me here, I'm done for.
Why won't they listen to me?
Wait a minute.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I delivered the letter.
Very good. How did Gerbrant take it?
He was rather shocked and made himself scarce right away.
I should think so. I'm afraid that, first of all, I need to attend to furnishing my new house.
Not my problem.
If I remember correctly, Gerbrant's taste is horrible.
A thing or two.
The house is yours then?
It's really
Yes,
not my problem.
from cellar to attic, with all the furnishings. Having spent several years in less than befitting quarters, I'm looking forward to sleeping in a soft four-poster bed. And then, for breakfast, I'll have a fine wine and some excellent ham.
You don't miss any chances, do you?
You betcha.
So how did you pull this off?
Did you think that Gerbrand came by his fortune through honest business? Of course, he never got his fingers dirty when it came to really shady deals. He had a helper for that. Of course, I caught on to a lot back then. Gerbrand finally got rid of me. He was probably afraid that I knew too much.
You never told me about that.
You never asked me.
Nothing surprises me anymore. I've heard a thing or two. I never knew that.
What about my share?
Looks like you haven't forgotten everything I've taught you after all. But you're right. I couldn't have done it without you. Here's your share.
He didn't get that from me. I never knew that. That was quite obvious.
Hey, you! About those missing people. I've been able to rescue some of the missing people.
I knew you'd succeed. Then I can finally go about my own business.
Any news?
You could say so. The Paladins have arrested Bennet, our smith.
How did that happen?
Bennet went to town to buy supplies. Well, he never came back. If you want to learn more, you should ask Hodges. He was in the city with Bennet.
Any news of Bennet?
They seem to have taken him to the barracks and tossed him into the dungeon.
How can we get him out of there?
I don't have any ideas so far. I can't get to his cell to talk to him. All I can do is keep my ears open, but there isn't much to learn around here.
You don't say.
I agree with you completely. For all your stuff, I'll give you 50 gold pieces. Will it ever change?
All right, sold.
We've made some good deals today. Better not come back until tomorrow, or somebody might get suspicious. You see?
Been there, done that. If he doesn't see that I can't help him, I can. That must be his unfair punishment.
Where did you pick that up?
There you are again. Have you heard news of my buddy William then?
He's dead.
Yeah, that's what I'd been expecting. Thanks for coming back here to tell me. I'll go down to the tavern and drink up his share of our last catch. That's what he would have wanted.
He really didn't deserve that.
You can't rely on that. I've got no time for things like that.
He really didn't
You
deserve
listen to the wrong people.
Just listen to him talk.
I've got my own opinion about that.
What do you think? Do you want to go up against me again? I think I've gotten better in the meantime.
That's all just gossip. Who said that? I have hardly known to believe anymore.
Hey! Can you make me a prophecy?
Yes, time has progressed, and I shall give you a prophecy in return for a few coins.
How much?
For a paltry 250 coins, I shall risk a glance through time for you.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
Let me try your tobacco. This tastes incredible. I've never had a better smoke in my life. How did you prepare this blend?
I mixed the tobacco with honey.
You have done well, father of the art of blending. I would be delighted to fill my miserable pipes with this.
Fill her up then.
Thank you, son of generosity. No other blend could be as good as this one. I shall buy every bit you can bring me of this.
I've got some honey tobacco for you.
It is a great pleasure doing business with you.
Tell me about the future.
All right, son of knowledge. I shall now enter a state of trance. Are you ready? You shall force what is nobody's destiny but yours. Through fire and snow, through ice and flames, men in foreign armor, a swamp, lizards, they await you. That's all. There's nothing more I can see.
Hey, you! How's it going?
You don't look like you care about other people's worries in the least.
Yeah, sure I do.
What do you know? The world is full of surprises. I cleared out some of my stuff recently and sold a stack of old maps to Brahim, the cartographer down by the harbor. Unfortunately, I noticed that I'm missing a document. I assume it must have slipped in among the papers. Could you perhaps get it back for me?
I'll see what I can do.
You're so sweet. I wish you much luck. If you bring back the paper to me, I'll give you a reward.
I've been able to rescue some of the missing people.
How many people did you find?
All those who were still alive.
All? That was a grand deed.
I was in the Valley of Mines and saw the dragons. I have a letter from Commander Garand that confirms everything I said.
That'll interest Lord Hagen. You had better go directly to him.
What about Bennet, the blacksmith?
You mean the mercenary? He is sitting in jail where he belongs.
Can I talk to him?
Certainly. Just go in. But if you try to help him escape, you will be in for it.
What do you want here?
I want to see the prisoners.
Yeah, go ahead. Say goodbye to your pal. You haven't come to get your buddy out of here, have you? Forget it. As soon as I raise the alarm, the boys will be here in an instant. And then, we'll have us some minced mercenary.
How come you're in the slammer?
Those swine have thrown me in the hole. I'm supposed to have murdered a paladin. But I didn't do it. They're only trying to frame me.
Why would they do that?
How would I know? You've got to get me out of here. Talk to Lord Hagen. Tear down the wall. Who cares? Just do something.
Who was murdered?
I have no idea. One of the paladins. I don't know them.
Have you got a name?
Some Lothar, I think. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. You had better ask Lord Hagen. He knows all the details.
What happened?
I went downtown with Hodges to buy some supplies for our boys. Suddenly, we heard a loud scream and the sound of running feet.
Get to the point.
We knew at once that something had happened and that they would grab us at once if they saw us there. We ran like hell. Then, just before we got to the city gate, I tripped and sprained my ankle. The rest is soon told. The militia was on me at once, and they threw me straight into this hole.
Do they have any evidence against you?
They say they have a witness who recognized me.
Well, do you know who the witness is?
No, all I know is that he's lying.
Who's leading the investigation?
Lord Hagen himself. Since the victim was one of the paladins, this falls under martial law.
What does that mean?
That's easy to guess. If I don't get out of here, they're going to let me swing without further ado. You've got to help me, or there'll be a war. Lee's not going to take this lying down. You can figure out for yourself what that means.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Riisis, by the explicit order of the honor... The sentence is death by hanging. The execution will take place in a few days.
And how's it going now?
Monty is back. He's busy studying the plans. Maybe we can get the ship done now.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
Show me your maps.
It's a bad business. That doesn't surprise me.
I knew this piece would interest you.
What piece would that be?
Well, that old map you just bought. I know your kind. You go for any chance of finding riches.
He should have known
better. Come back again later. I'm sure to have something new for you then.
That's all just gossip.
These are bad times.
Nothing's ever going to change that.
Really? How interesting. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. If I hadn't seen
It can't go on like this forever.
I'm no better off myself.
The path of virtue is long and rocky.
I never knew that.
In-house deals out fair punishment.
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The Paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Innos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Innos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
I need to talk to you about Bennet.
But that's the mercenary who murdered one of my men.
I believe that Bennet is innocent.
The evidence is clear. He is guilty.
So what if the proof is wrong?
Be careful what you say. You raise some serious accusations. If you cannot present me with evidence that the witness lied, then you had best hold your tongue.
How come you're so sure that Bennet is the killer?
We have a witness. As you can see, there is no doubt about the mercenary's guilt.
Who is that witness?
Cornelius, the governor's secretary, saw the murder. His description fits Bennet, no doubt about that. As far as I am concerned, that settles the matter. The mercenary will hang for treason.
Hey, you! You saw the murder of Lothar, didn't you?
I need not answer any questions about a current investigation. Lord Hagen already has everything I know on record.
What was it you saw?
Really, I haven't got any time now. You need to go now. The office is closing.
Hey! Enough of that. What did you see?
I saw how the mercenary struck down the paladin from behind, and then he took his sword and rammed it through his chest.
Are you completely sure?
Yes, of course. I saw it with my own eyes. But I really haven't got any time now. There's a huge pile of paperwork I need to do.
Hey! I don't believe you.
So what? What are you going to do about it?
I could tell the mercenaries where you live.
What is that supposed to mean?
I bet they're dying to make your acquaintance. They're not very happy at all.
You can't do that. They would kill me.
That is very possible.
I'll say whatever you want, but you mustn't do that.
So what really happened?
I didn't see what happened. I received some gold for blaming that mercenary. In times like these, it's everyone for himself. I needed that money.
Who paid you?
That's enough. He'll kill me if I rat him out.
Are you going to tell that to Lord Hagen too?
You're not a lunatic. I can't stay in town now. I'll give you my diary. That should be proof enough.
I need to talk to you about Bennet. Cornelius lied.
How did you know that?
Here, I've got his diary. Everything's in there.
That slimy little criminal! In view of the new evidence, there is nothing else I can do. By virtue of the office granted me by king and church, I declare that the prisoner Bennet is exonerated of all charges and is thereby a free man. Cornelius is to be taken into immediate custody for perjury.
He's made himself scarce.
Sooner or later he will turn up, then we shall arrest him. I never knew that.
You can't rely on
Hey, you!
That's terrible.
I've got some special snapper claws for you.
My customer will be happy to hear that. Here's the ring I promised you.
I can't take care of everything for everybody. Who says things like that?
Where did you pick that up then?
That's not what I
Couldn't care less.
Only that would be a problem.
Same old thing all over again.
Gotta leave that all alone.
That was no big deal.
I've got my own opinion about that.
That's
He
the
works
truth.
all day too.
It was quite obvious.
Hey, you!
I've heard you were with the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. I'm impressed. You should take your time and browse my goods. Right now, I have a very special potion to offer.
Show me your wares.
That's not what I heard. Who says things like that? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Really?
Can't go on like this forever.
He simply talks too much.
Trouble as it is.
Everybody knows by now. He simply
Nobody ever
talks
asked for
too
my
much.
opinion.
Everybody knows by now. You can take care of
See,
but that's
no secret.
terrible.
I can't believe that. I agree with you completely. That's no secret. That was quite obvious.
That was obvious all along.
Really so sure. But Adanos feared for...
The missing people have come back.
Yes, you did it. Their journey has come to a good end. But our own journey must go on. So go, with the blessing of Adanos. Adanos, bless this man, light his path, and grant him the strength to withstand all dangers.
Someone's here to relieve you.
Have the matters beyond the northeastern mountains been settled?
Yes, they have. Raven is dead, and the threat has been averted.
Ah, that is good news indeed. Now, let us hope that such things will not happen again. Great! I shall increase your magical power.
Did you mean this document?
Yes, that's exactly it. Thank you.
What's my reward?
Not so fast. Here's your money.
Hey, you! Show me your wares.
That's what I've always said. Go away, don't tell me that. That's what I've always said. Someone's got to do the work. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. I won't tell her a thing from now on. He had better shut up. I can't take care of everything for everybody. I can't take care of everything for everybody. These are bad times. I can't take care of everything for everybody. Go away, don't tell me that. I won't tell her a thing from now on. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. Now that's typical, isn't it? Honestly, I witnessed it myself. That's an open secret. That's not what my husband thinks. He says things like that. Go away, don't tell me that. I won't tell her a thing. Don't tell this to anyone. He can't keep anything to himself. I won't tell her a thing from now on. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. You don't say. These are bad times. And it's going to get even worse. I won't tell her a thing from now on.
But the light was a torment for Beliar. All that Inos
I was at your
created
hut in the
was
Valley of
destroyed
Mines.
by
So it's still standing. Did you find it?
If you mean your pouch with the lumps of ore, yes, I have it.
Inos saw
You're a
that
fox.
this way
You know that. Do you have it with
nothing
you?
could exist at all.
I'll give you 100
No
gold
light
coins for it.
And no darkness.
Sure.
Terrific.
Why did you
so
leave it there in
he
the
set
first place?
himself between
I had
his
no
brothers
idea that
in
ore
order
was
to
so valuable here
reconcile
in
their
Riisis.
dispute.
For one
And
measly
he
piece of
did
ore,
not
you couldn't get so
succeed.
much as a place to sleep back in the penal colony. In the harbor city,
There,
they'll
where
practically
Adanos
bash
stood,
your skull
was a
in if
place
they
in
find
which
out you have
Enos
ore on
and
you.
Beliar had no
I hope that I'll
power.
get it back soon.
That in this place, order and
I
chaos
got the missing ornament
were
from Lord
equal.
Hagen.
And
You
so
see? I thought the
sea
paladins had
was
it.
created,
Give me 100 gold coins, and I'll give you your ore back.
and the sea
Deal. Here you
released
go.
the land.
You're a real
And
friend.
there
Thanks a
arose
lot.
all creatures, trees
I want to learn
as
your
well as
abilities.
animals,
Sure.
wolves
What
as
do you
well
want to
as
know?
sheep, and last of all arose the human. And Adanos
With soft
was
souls,
pleased
you
with
have a
what
better
had
chance of
arisen.
getting close to your opponents without them
Delighted
noticing.
in all the beings equally. But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose the beast. And Beliar spoke to it, and the beast became his subject.
Hey, you!
And Beliar gave
Teach
unto
me
it
that
a
language.
portion of his
You already
divine
know the language
power,
of the
so that
peasants.
it might
The
destroy
language of the
the
warriors
land.
is somewhat harder. Texts written in the language of the warriors mostly deal with weapons and war.
Enos beheld
You
what
will learn some
Beliar
useful
had done,
things there.
and he also bestrode the land and chose
Go and test your
the
new
human.
knowledge. You
And
will see
Enos
that the
spoke
scriptures
to
of the
him,
builders
and the
are no
human
longer an
became
unsolvable
his
mystery for you.
subject. And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work of Beliar. And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos
Hey! Teach me something.
You've already gotten more dexterous.
Hey! Teach me something.
You've already gotten more dexterous.
He should have known.
I agree with you completely.
I could have told you that before. As if I didn't have enough. That's the first I've heard of it.
But with it, the trees and animals were also washed away, and